Annoying incoming calls. Don't keep calling me over and over.
Barry, what time do you think it is? You need to learn some limits.
Annoying old woman.
Old woman? You think it's okay to say that?
What's wrong with calling an old woman an old woman?
Oh, really? If you're going to use that kind of language, maybe I'll distribute your old photos around the neighborhood. Like the ones of you wetting the bed and crying.
What? Stop it.
Alright, maybe I should have your childhood friend Iris take them to school.
Seriously, stop.
You're still a middle school student. You're a child under your parents' protection. If you don't come home right now, I'm going to start making copies and distributing them to everyone in town.
Annoying.
By the way, I heard you got into a fight with kids from another school. I can go give them some photos too, you know. I'll introduce myself as Barry's mother.
Seriously annoying.
If you don't like it, come home quickly. I go to the trouble of making dinner every day and you don't even come home to eat. Your father and I are really angry, you know. If this continues, we have some thoughts.
Thoughts? What are you talking about?
I'm not going to tell you. Just don't underestimate your parents. Or are you getting carried away because you're called the toughest guy in town? Was it the strong ones come at me? You're talking like a character from an anime I heard.
Who did you hear that from? Was it Iris too?
I can't disclose my source of information. I want to keep getting leaks.
I'm not the one starting fights. They come at me on their own. There are guys targeting my friends.
I think it's great that you're fighting to protect your friends. Getting hit hurts and hitting others hurts too. Fighting is all about pain. But the fact that you have the courage to face it, I honestly think that's great.
Of course.
But I am your mother. I'm worried. I believe you're not doing anything off the beaten path. But I wonder if you're not being mistreated or if you're troubled by something.
I see.
You wouldn't want your friends to be mistreated by anyone, would you? Just like that, I would be sad if you were hurt.
Parents and friends are different.
The feelings of concern for someone don't change. Just like you worry about someone, your father and I are worried about you. I just want you to remember that.
I'm already 15. I can decide what I want to do myself. So leave me alone.
Sweetie, listen. You can say that when you're working and living independently.
Seriously annoying. You're the one who decided to have me. I have my own thoughts. Don't think I'll just do whatever my parents tell me to.
I don't expect you to do as you're told, but you need to improve at least your basic behavior. Come home early and eat your meals properly. Try not to get into fights if possible. Remember, you can rely on me or other adults around you when you're in trouble, okay?
Adults shouldn't interfere in children's fights.
Oh, so you admitted you're a child.
Don't nitpick.
Anyway, come home early this week. I'm going to be away from home starting next week. I want to have a long talk with you.
I'm busy too.
But you'll come home, won't you? I know you're a kind child. Mom will make a lot of your favorite foods. At least for this week. Eat your meals at home.
Don't just decide things on your own.
Yes, but I will be waiting for you. Barry, are you done with school?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm on my way to the tutoring school now.
Make sure you eat something before you go to tutoring. You'll be home after 8 p.m., right?
Yeah, around that time. So, what's up? You must have something you want to talk about if you're calling me, Mom.
Yes, exactly. I need you to buy some milk on your way home from tutoring. I'll give you the money later. Can you do that for me?
Understood.
Speaking of which, I heard from Iris. Was it the nationwide mock test for first-year high school students at the tutoring school the other day? I heard you did really well.
It's not that big of a deal.
What are you talking about? You scored around 70 in deviation value, didn't you? I don't know much about these things, but that was amazing, right?
It's because I've been studying. Iris did even better than me.
Iris has always been good at studying, hasn't she? I thought she was smart from a long time ago, and she did well in her studies. Isn't the deviation value of the high school she's attending now about 40? What happened?
What do you mean, what happened? I wasn't listening in class in middle school. Of course, I couldn't get into a good school. I just improved because I studied.
Is that so? Well, I think it's good that you became interested in studying as a student. I was a bit surprised. I was worried when you suddenly said you wanted to go to a tutoring school. I thought you hit your head or something.
I started to think about various things when I became a high school student. I played hard in middle school.
You've become a different person since graduating from middle school, haven't you? You went from blonde to black hair, and you stopped going out at night. You've changed so suddenly. I wonder what made you change.
It was because of cancer.
What?
I found out at the end of middle school that you had cancer, Mom. I happened to see you taking medicine. And when I secretly checked the medicine, it was an anti-cancer drug.
Is that so?
Come to think of it, I remember there were days when you were away from home for about 2 weeks. I asked Dad and he told me that you had undergone cancer surgery.
Your father promised not to tell. You should have told me if you knew. It's embarrassing to pretend that nothing happened.
Why didn't you tell me, Mom?
I didn't want to worry you. Besides, it's not like I'm going to die immediately.
You wouldn't know that. Even if the surgery was successful, you're taking medicine because it might metastasize or recur, right? I read that the chances are high in your stage.
Well, yes, but...
I understand why you didn't tell me when I was a kid. I was out playing and not listening and saying things that hurt you. I think I was the worst. Even though you asked me to come home, I ignored you.
It's okay. What's in the past is in the past.
No, it's not. I thought it was wrong. I regretted it a lot when I found out you had cancer. I was wondering how anxious you must have been. Even though you were sick, I was just being rebellious. I caused a lot of trouble.
Barry.
I'm really sorry. I trampled all over your feelings.
That phase was necessary for you.
Can you forgive me?
This isn't about forgiveness. Just the fact that you come home makes me happy. But I can't believe you became serious because I had cancer. You're really adorable.
This isn't a laughing matter, and it's not like I decided to become serious. I have a different goal.
What do you mean?
I'm thinking of becoming a doctor. That's why I'm studying.
A doctor?
It would be convenient to have a doctor in the house. I want to make sure you can feel safe if you get sick in the future.
Of course, I'll support you if that's what you want to do. Is that really what you want to do? You're not thinking like that because of my cancer, are you?
I'm able to study because I want to do it.
I see. Then I will support you. But if you find something else that you can be more passionate about, you can give up being a doctor. You have the right to decide your own future.
I know. But for now, I don't intend to give up.
You've suddenly become so admirable. It seems like a lie that you were like that in middle school. We were always fighting so much. The growth of children is really fast.
Isn't it better for parents now?
What are you saying? Whether it's now or when you were in middle school, you're a kind son to be proud of.
I see.
Even though you were always sassy, you always replied to my messages. I thought you were really honest and cute.
Oh, enough. It's embarrassing.
Sorry. You know, Barry, I'm really glad I got to hear your feelings, and I'm sorry for keeping things from you until now.
It's okay. I was wrong too.
And I was really happy when you told me you wanted to become a doctor. It looks like I'm going to be hospitalized again.
What? You're kidding.
I'm sorry for the sudden news. Your dad told me to talk to you properly, but I just couldn't until today. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Why? You're not at fault, Mom. Don't apologize.
Because you're working so hard.
Forget about me for now. Did it recur? Or did it metastasize?
It recurred. Whether I can have surgery or not is a bit uncertain. They're going to conduct thorough examinations before starting treatment, so it seems like it's going to be a long time this time.
Why? Why does it have to be you, Mom?
Really? Why? I don't know either.
Mom, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, as usual. The hat you bought me was complimented by the nurse. Your sense of style is good, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's better than wearing a strange wig. It was like a wig you'd wear for a performance or a game. Dad seems to have ordered a proper one, so wear a hat until then. The other patients would be surprised by that wig.
What? Didn't everyone laugh? I thought it was popular.
What if making them laugh too much worsens their condition?
Didn't you know? Laughter eliminates cancer cells.
It increases natural killer cells, right?
That's right. It shows that you're aiming to be a doctor.
Well, I learned that from a manga though.
Whatever. It's important to take in any information, right?
Well, maybe. Mom, are you feeling okay? I heard from Dad that the side effects are hitting you hard. If there's anything you want, I'll bring it.
There are tough times, but if it can cure cancer, I can handle this much. But it was a bit shocking when I lost my hair. That's why I was so happy to have the hat.
If there's another good one, I'll buy it.
Because I have this hat, I'm okay. Hey Barry, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you've grown up to be such a straight person. That was the happiest thing in my life.
Stop it.
What?
It's past tense. It sounds like last words. You don't have to say such things. Without you, Mom, I might go back to being a delinquent. So don't say such things.
But I want to tell you what I'm thinking now. I don't know what will happen from now on. I want to tell you while I'm still conscious.
Don't be pessimistic. My mom isn't that weak. She's not someone who would lose to cancer.
Barry.
I'm frustrated that I can't do anything. I wish I could defeat your cancer. I wish I had cancer instead of you.
Hey, don't say such things. I would be sadder if you were sick.
I feel the same way. I want to do more to repay you and Dad. I want to repay you for all the troubles I've caused you.
You're already being filial.
What?
The greatest act of filial piety is that you were born. Such a good child coming to me and your father. That's enough.
Mom.
There's something I've decided with the doctor, whether to have surgery or not.
What?
Even if I have surgery, it doesn't mean it won't recur. I don't know if I can successfully remove all of it. If it doesn't go well, the time left for me is really limited. I'm really struggling.
What if you don't have surgery?
Radiation therapy to slow the progress of the cancer. I don't know what will happen. The possibility of a complete cure may be low.
Then isn't it better to have surgery?
That might be the case, but I'm scared and can't decide. I think about what if it doesn't go well. I want to see more of your growth. I want to live with your dad.
I know it's selfish, but I want you to live. Even though you're suffering now. I know it's cruel to tell you to hang in there. Live until I become a doctor. I will definitely become one. Even if you get sick, I will be able to cure you.
Barry.
I know it's really scary, but Dad and I are with you. I'm going to make you laugh a lot, enough to make the cancer disappear. Contact me right away when you're in pain, and I'll respond properly. I will also visit you every day.
Since you're studying hard, every day is fine. but I think I'll be in touch.
That's fine. Please do a lot. I'll do anything for you. So let's overcome this together.
Really, you're not fair. If you say so, I have to do my best.
I'm sorry.
But maybe I wanted you to push my back like this. I don't want to give up. I don't want to give up at all. So I'll do my best. You and your father are with me.
It'll be absolutely fine. Because you're the mother of the biggest delinquent in town. There's no way I'll lose to cancer.
Oh, stop it. Are you going to talk about being a delinquent again? Don't make me laugh. My tears are coming back.
Don't laugh. Well, laughing might be better for curing cancer, but this is not the time to laugh.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Mom.
Hmm?
I'm just happy to be alive. I feel the same way. So don't lose, Mom, because I'm going to make you live longer. After that, my mom underwent a difficult surgery and continued her battle with cancer. Thanks to her perseverance and the doctor's treatments, the cancer disappeared and she was able to be discharged from the hospital. When my mom came home, she hugged me with a beaming smile. I felt a bit embarrassed, but I was truly happy. Since then, she has been living healthily without any recurrence or metastasis and continues to undergo regular checkups. 3 years have passed since then, and I was able to fulfill my dream of entering medical school. I wasn't able to cure my mom's cancer, but considering she's healthier now, I pray that there won't be a need for me to treat her. Even though I'm aiming to become a doctor, I believe that the greatest happiness is not having to go to one. Living life means that you or your loved ones will inevitably experience illness at some point. In times like that, I want to be able to help, to become a doctor who can make a difference for people who are fighting and suffering like my mom. To avoid regrets of what I should have done back then, I want to continue expressing my honest feelings and cherish the people I care about.
Hey, George, where are you? It's getting kind of late. George? Is everything okay? Nothing's happened, has it?
Ugh, why are you blowing up my phone?
What do you mean? You're not responding to me, so of course I'm going to be worried and text you.
All you're doing is being annoying. If I wanted to talk to you, I would've.
What has gotten into you?
What are you prating on about now? Nothing's wrong with me.
Okay, fine. Look, when are you getting home? I've prepared dinner, but it's getting kind of late, and it won't be much good soon. Me and Daisy have already eaten because we were hungry.
I get back when I get back.
What kind of answer is that?
The only one that you're getting.
You know what? Fine. I don't know what's gotten you into such a mood, but I've had enough of it. Get yourself something whilst you're out because I'm throwing this food away.
Wow, what a caring wife you are.
Hey, I've tried to ask you when you'll be back and been nothing but nice. But you've been a complete asshole, so I've given up. If you want to apologize, then we can start this evening over.
Why would I apologize to you? You should be the one saying sorry to me. I'm your husband and you should be doing whatever I say. It's what a good wife would do.
Excuse you?
You heard me. This isn't the first time you've acted out like this. I mean, you're constantly doing things to annoy me, such as not ironing my clothes. Not to mention the fact that you're always putting Daisy before me. It's getting quite annoying.
I can't believe what you're saying right now. Are you actually getting jealous over the fact that I'm caring for our daughter?
Well, yeah, she's 13 now. She can deal with things herself. You need to focus on me now and make me your priority.
What? 13 isn't old enough to do things for herself all the time. You, on the other hand, are a grown man. You don't need me babying you.
You made a vow when we got married that you would honor and serve me like a good and obedient wife should.
At no point in our marriage vows did I say anything like that at all. In fact, I believe our vows promised that we would treat each other with respect and equality, that we would share our burdens and help each other in whatever we do in life. But I can honestly say that you've done none of that.
Yes, I have. I make the money that you used to go and selfishly spoil yourself with. You better be grateful, as I could just as easily take that money away. Then what would you do, huh? The least you could do is your wifely duties of housework and making sure everything is perfect when I get back after a long, hard day at work.
Ha! That's funny. You, working hard? Last I heard, your boss was threatening to fire you as you're performing well below target and your attitude with the customers was abysmal. Well, at least it was with the woman. Figures.
Where'd you hear that?
I have friends, you know.
Well, it's not true. They're just trying to paint me out in a bad light, because they're jealous and intimidated by me.
I'm not some possession. I am my own person, so I'll talk to whoever I want. And anyway, if you're not even going to come home, then why should I bother sitting around waiting for you? You never think about me or Daisy. In fact, I doubt she even knows you're her dad with how absent you are. Tell me, are you even at work right now? Or are you somewhere you shouldn't be?
What are you implying? I'm hard at work and not doing whatever it is that you think I am. I see you need some time to reflect on your poor behavior. In that case, I'm leaving and I'm taking the money I make with me. I was gonna take you on a little getaway, but I guess it'll have to just be on my own who goes. You'll not receive a dime off of me until you apologize for how you behaved to me.
Oh no, whatever am I going to do without your constant moaning and sexist remarks?
Just you wait. You'll soon realize how much you need me and my money and you'll come crawling back to me. You just better hope I'm in the mood to forgive you.
Ha, it's funny. The remarks you've made today have had me laughing more than I ever have since I met you. If anyone is going to be begging the other one, it's going to be you. And I know for certain I'm not going to be taking you back.
We'll see. Have fun trying to survive when you can't pay the bills.
Whatever. Hey, Jill, do you mind if me and Daisy come and crash at your place for a little bit? I know it's a lot to ask, but it won't be for long. Just until I can afford a place for us to move to.
Hey, Beth. Yeah, of course you can. Is everything okay, though? What's happened to George?
I'm leaving him.
What?
Yeah. Last night was the last straw. He didn't come home after work, so I messaged him because I was worried. Well, then we got into this big argument where he basically said that I need to do whatever he tells me to because I'm his wife. Then, when I told him he was being ridiculous, he said that he was going on holiday and that he wasn't going to take me or Daisy with him. In fact, he didn't even mention Daisy. It was like he forgot about her entirely. Or ignored her.
Hang on. So he's gone on holiday by himself?
That's what he said. But me and you both know he's probably taken Alice with him.
Do you really think that he would do that to you? I mean, cheat so blatantly?
I really think he would. He's too stupid and egotistical to think that he'd get caught.
Jeez, what a scumbag. He has a kid as well.
Tell me about it.
Well, both you and Daisy are welcome in my home for as long as you need to stay. Do you have any idea what you're going to do next?
No, but I'll figure something out.
How's Daisy taking this?
To be completely honest, she's glad to get away from him. She said that she doesn't see George as her father, as he's never around, and when he is, he's a rubbish role model. She even told me that she thinks I could do better than him.
Oh, wow. Well, at least she's not asking you to stay with him.
Yeah, she's a good kid. Smart, too. I've just got to try my best for her now that it's just me raising her.
Just keep doing what you're doing. It's worked so far.
Haha, that's true. Anyway, we'll be around later today if that's okay. You don't need to worry about all of our stuff. We're putting it in storage.
Oh, that's okay. Bring what you need. Besides, it will be fun to have you both here. We can have girls' nights and everything.
I'll definitely need it. Thank you, though. You really are the bestest friend a girl can ask for.
It's nothing. But what about your house, though? What's going to happen with that?
Well, I pay all of the bills and mortgage on it, so I'll just sell it, I think. Use the money to buy a new place for me and Daisy.
So George doesn't pay any towards it?
Nope. I pay the mortgage and all of the other bills as well. George doesn't really contribute much to the house. He spends all of his money on drinking and gambling.
What a loser. You know, he once asked me for money, claiming that he needed it to support you because you got paid very little at your job.
Nope, he lied. I actually earn a lot more than George, so I was never in trouble.
I'm glad I didn't give him anything. I'd have given it to you if you had asked, but not him.
Me too. Lord knows you'd never have seen that money again.
Well, I think we should get him back for all of the horrible things he's said and done to you.
What did you have in mind?
Well...
Hello, Bethany. Well, it's been a week. I'm back from my trip to Hawaii. It was truly beautiful there. I had an amazing time. What a shame you couldn't come with me. So, I bet you're about ready to apologize for your unruly attitude and beg for me to come home. Am I right?
George, has it really been a week already? I guess time really does fly when you're finally having fun.
What are you on about? You can't have been having fun. You should have been crying and begging for me to come back home. Oh, I see. You're just trying to make it seem like you were okay without me. You don't need to lie. We both know you were a wreck whilst I was gone. No need to worry, though. Once you apologize, I'll gladly come back home.
That's not the case at all. I can honestly say that I've loved every moment away from you and that I will be happy for the rest of my life knowing that I will never have to deal with you again after this.
What? What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. With you gone, I was finally able to see that I deserve much better than you, and that you were actually holding me and Daisy back from a better life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm the only thing in your life that makes it worthwhile. Without me, you're nothing.
See? It's that kind of negativity and vile abuse which I haven't missed.
Whatever. We can talk about it when I get back home. Make sure you have my dinner ready for me. I'll be there soon.
Well, I mean, good luck with that, considering I've changed all of the locks on the place, dumped all of your stuff on the streets for the bin man or whoever to take, and even put the house up for sale.
Huh?
Such intelligent vocabulary. If you didn't understand, which clearly your pea-sized brain didn't, me and Daisy have moved out, and I've put the house up for sale.
You did what?
Listed the house. Geez, try and keep up.
Why would you do that? That was my home.
Actually, it was mine and Daisy's home. My name was on the mortgage, and I paid all of the bills, so I could do whatever I wanted with it.
I'm still your husband, so I'm entitled to half of that money. Give it to me now.
What? Not even a please? Anyway, you're not entitled to anything. It was my money, and I've used it to buy me and Daisy a new place to live. Something much nicer than that old place, and in a nice location too. We move in next week.
What do you mean?
Oh, well, after your little tantrum, I asked Jill if me and Daisy could stay with her until we found a place to live. She said yes, and since then I've been arranging a new home for me and Daisy. Me and Daisy also booked a little trip right for the two of us. We used the money from the house.
How could you do this to me? You're my wife.
About that. You'll be receiving some papers in the post soon. Make sure to sign them.
What papers?
They're divorce papers. I've finally had enough of you, and I never want to see you again. You're a petty, sexist, and small man whose only joy in life is demeaning those around you. I'm sorry I wasted so much time on you already. Thankfully, I can start righting that wrong and start living my life to the full, without you.
You won't be able to survive without me. You need my money to pay the bills. Also, I know you'll miss me. You can't live without me.
I can't live without a cheating scumbag? Yeah, that's not true in the slightest.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Did you honestly think that I wouldn't find out about Alice? I mean, you did a rubbish job of hiding her. It was almost like you wanted to get caught. Well, your wish has come true. You've been caught, and now me and your daughter are leaving.
What? But I never meant for you to find out.
Yeah, I know. But find out I did. Although you've done me a favor there, to be honest. With you cheating on me, I'll be able to show the judge your infidelity and keep all of the money that I own.
Yeah, well, you'll be begging me for my money soon to pay for the bills.
George, sweetie, I earn more in 3 months than you do in an entire year. You're the one who needs me, not the other way around. And this time, I'm not going to bail you out of trouble. Make sure you sign those divorce papers, otherwise I'll have to get authorities involved. Oh, also, don't bother trying to contact Daisy. She doesn't want to talk to you right now. If she ever does decide that you're worth her time, then you need to wait for her to come to you. I won't stop you from seeing your daughter, as she is yours as well. However, I will also let her make her own choice about this. After all, you're not the best role model.
What? Yes, I am, Bethany.
Goodbye, George.
No, wait, Bethany. You can't just leave me like this. I'm your husband, so do what I say. Bethany?
The house sold quite quickly after putting it on the market, leaving George with no other option but to move into his mom's house, who wasn't very pleased with the situation. Once the divorce papers arrived at George's mom's house, he was reluctant to sign them at first. But after discussion with his mom, who saw my side of the story and supported it, he soon signed the papers for me. Once free, me and Daisy moved into our new home. It was a lovely little place, and I couldn't have asked for somewhere nicer. Although it might seem amazing simply because George no longer lives with us. Either way, Me and Daisy are settling down nicely and are loving our new lives, just the two of us. As for George, last I heard he had been fired from his job due to his incompetence, and he had permanently moved back in with his mother. Although, how long that will last remains to be seen, as the older woman can't seem to stand him too much either. But what happens is up to him. All I can say is that I'm finally happy in my new life, and I'm looking forward to spending the rest of my days without a horrible, sexist man trying to order me about. Know your worth, ladies and gentlemen, and don't put up with abuse from anyone. You deserve to be loved for who you are.